Hello everyone, welcome back to again one of my YouTube channels and one of Facebook. Today in front of you I have sitting here for telling of you something importance of English speaking. And some of the students I am looking, some of the friends also I am looking nowadays, they are mistaking very much while speaking. If they want to speak of any kinds of the matters or whether any kinds of the topics at that moment, just they start to take so many hesitation, they start to take to so many errata while speaking. I am telling you, you will not have to do such. If you will do like this, then really your confidence level will be decreased. So all of you will have to follow something while speaking. If you will think in very slow motion, then really you will not be able to speak of any kinds of the thing with very fastly. And if you think to very fastly, if you think to very quickly, then all of the sentences will come out very quickly from our minds. Means as you think, so our speaking will come out. If you think like a poor condition, then sure our speaking will become like a poor. If you will think exactly positive thinking, then sure our speaking will become like a positive. So all friends, I am telling to you, you do not think of any hugger mugger, you do not think of any arshy points inside of the minds while speaking. You think only those which is very requirement for you for talking at that moment. If you will think like that, then sure I am telling to you, you will not be stuck to anywhere while speaking, and or confidence level will not be decreased, or confidence level will be increased, and you will be able to speak of any kinds of the thing whatever you will want to talk, and which is your notion about of that. All you can complete to very well after thinking too much on that topics. So my all friends, which I have told of you at the beginning of this video, you must follow and you must watch this video content till end, till where that video contents will be given by me. Don't leave in watching. If you will be watching continuously, sure I am saying to you all, our mind will be fresh after watching or after listening of this content of that video, which video just I am going to present the front of you. Now I am going to tell to you any motivational story, and in that motivational story which kinds of the content it is given about of that, all of you have listen very carefully. If you listen very carefully, sure you will be understood of that really what is lack in all of us life. Like this matter will start to come automatically in all of your minds. So my friends, you listen closely that just I am going on that topics, which topic I have to keep the front of you. The topic here, the gods helps those who wants to behave in their life. The god do not help them who is not wanting to go ahead in their life. It is real point. The person who is thinking always of any higher thinking, really they be like of any higher personality person. The persons who thinks like of very poor thinking, really they are made like a poor person. So we should not think any times of any poor thinking. We should think to almost of the times of any higher thinking, and according to that we should do. Then we will be great. And if we will not think about for being great, then we are not to be great without doing. Now I am going to tell of you what is that story content which I have told of you. The gods helps those who is wanting to behave in their life. The god did not help them who does not want to behave in their life. In this story, there are two two characters. First is here Krishna, and second is here Arjun. I think my all friends, you are knowing to very well about of Krishna and Arjun. Krishna one day is telling to Arjun, I would like to wander in any thick forest. When Krishna told like this meter, the front of Arjun, then Arjun told, my lord, if you are wanting to wander in any thickness forest, then we will go for wandering. Then just Krishna told, which times will you go? Arjun told, actually this time, today, we are unable to go anywhere, and if this time we will go, then we will not be able to wander, we will not be able to magic all over the place of that thick forest. So it will be best to go tomorrow in early morning. Like this, they both made plans for going in a thick forest in the next day. And at the stage it became next day morning time, both came out from their palace and went the way of a thick forest. When they both entered in the thick forest, then Krishna and Arjun, they both are going to look all over the place, green and green, and both are playing to very, they both are playing to very nice, very beaters, they both are playing in that forest because all of the place it was full filled with greeny, and also they both are looking some different kinds of animals in all over the forest. That's why they were playing too nice. But they both kept on wandering whole day. When it became evening time, just Krishna is telling to Arjun, Arjun, this night where we both will stay. We should search of any hermitage. We should search of any cottage, whether any place where we can stay at night time. But Arjun is telling in this thick forest there is not of any house, there is not of any cottage, rather hermitage where we could stay. But when like this meter, it was told by Arjun, just Krishna is telling to Arjun, I am telling to you one thing, if you will follow, then I will say of you that. And if you will not follow, then I will not say. Just Arjun is telling, what do you want to say? You just say to me, I must follow which you will say to me. Krishna is telling, you climb up one any tree, high tree, and climbing on any high tree, you see around of this forest, there is looking of any house, whether there is looking of any village, if there will be looked of any house, whether will be looked of any cottage or hut, then going in that cottage, going in that hermitage, whether going in that house, we can stay this night. As it was told by Krishna, in the same way, it was done by Arjun, and Arjun just climbed up one any high tree, and from there he started to look all over the forest. Then he looked, there was one cottage distance from that place where both stayed. And now Arjun is telling from there, now in this forest it is looking a cottage in some distance. Then just Krishna is telling to Arjun, okay, if any cottage it is looking from there, then it has to come down, and after that we both will go the way of that cottage. Just Arjun is come down from that tree, and as a stage Arjun is come down, just both Krishna and Arjun started to go the way of that cottage where Arjun had seen to climbing on that tree. When both reach the front of the cottage, then they both are looking in that cottage. There was an old woman. When Krishna or Arjun saw that old woman in that cottage, both are surprised, both are abacked, because that old woman's age was going approx hundreds above, and her body was naked. Her body was really had been very weakened. So looking at that condition, just Krishna and Arjun both are thinking that, my God, how much longer times this old woman's left alive. It is very a plausible matter for her. Then just they both are going the near of that cottage, and just that old woman is coming out from that cottage, and as a stage that old woman is looking the way of Krishna. Just she is abacked and she is astounded to finding of the gods in her cottage. But when that old woman looked of Krishna, then just told, most welcome, let's come in my cottage. After that, Krishna and Arjun both entered inside of that cottage, and both sat on the cot of that old woman. But when both sat on the cot of that old woman inside of that cottage, then just that old woman started to think of that, what to do and how to serve them. Just she had something, whatever there was available in her home, in her cottage, something, she fed them, and after feeding of both, when both laid on the cot for sleeping that night, just that old woman came to taking a bowl of wine. And when she came to taking a bowl of oil, and just she sat the near of Krishna, and that old woman started to massage whole parts of Krishna body. What happened there? When she started to massage in whole parts of Krishna body, then it became morning times next day. Means she kept on massaging of Krishna whole parts of the body. And when it became morning in the next day, just Krishna and Arjun both are waking up, and both are surprised to finding of that old woman's on that bed. Why both are surprised about of that? I am telling to you, because that old woman's did not take any little bit nap that night when she was massaging whole parts of Krishna's body. So both are surprised, my God. Actually, being very old woman, she served us, it's not good for us. So when it became about 6 or 7 o'clock, then just both, means Krishna or Arjun, means Krishna is telling to that old woman, now let me allow for coming out from our cottage, and we have to go again in my palace. After that, that old woman is telling, okay, my lord, as you wish, if you are wanting to go in our state, then you can go. After that, Krishna is coming out from the door of that cottage as a stage, came out from that cottage door, just that old woman is going and the near of Krishna, and just she is bowed and she is touching the feet of Krishna and telling, please you bless me. But when that old woman told that, bless me, then just Krishna is telling, okay, I am blessing you, under of 1 or 2 hours you will be died. When like this bliss it was given by Krishna, and Arjun just this bliss he heard, and when he heard of this bliss for dying, then just Arjun became very angry to thinking that, my God, that old woman whole night massaged to whole parts of this Krishna body, and this time if she is touching the feet of this Krishna for asking bliss, then on the place of bliss he is giving death bliss, it's not good. Then why anybody will serve of any god? Why anybody will worship of any god? If any human being will worship of any god, and on the place of bliss there is given of any curse, it is not good. For this matter, Arjun is made very angry, and from that times he left to talking with Krishna. Krishna knew of that whole matter which was moving in the mind of Arjun. Just Krishna started to think of that, I should answer him. Then his mind will be free. After that, they both started to go again in that forest, and when they both started to go, they started to go and go so far and so far, started to wander. Then it became the time of 12 o'clock. Just Krishna is telling that, now I am feeling to very hungry, I am feeling to very thirsty. So when Krishna saw that two were inside of that forest, then Krishna is telling to Arjun, in this place we should stay, and please now this time you cook on this place, and when you will cook, then I will eat, and after eating that we both will again start to go the way of state. Both are stopped there. Krishna is just slept, and Arjun just started to search for making a stove, means hearth for cooking. Just he looked, there were two wells. There were two wells, one was new and other was old. But just Arjun started to think of that, from where have I to bring brick for making a stove. Just he considered, I should bring some bricks from that old well, and just Arjun is going the way of that old well, and he is kicking in that well, and he is breaking some bricks and brought some pieces of brick and made stove. When Arjun made of that stove and cooked, and when cooking became to finish, then Arjun is telling to Krishna, my lords, get up and now let's take food. After that, Krishna sat for eating there. When Krishna sat for eating, just he started to think, my God, now he has made of this stove. This stove has been made by some pieces of bricks. Then from where did he get available of this brick for making of this stove? He started to think of that. Then just this matter he could not wear. And Krishna is asking to Arjun, Arjun, you tell to me, there is not of any brick kiln inside of this thick forest. Thence from where did you bring of these bricks for making of this stove? Then just Arjun is telling, my dear Lord, let's see the front. There is one old way, and from that old way I have brought to breaking some bricks. Then just Krishna is telling to Arjun, but you tell to me there are two wells. Then you should bring also some pieces of bricks from this new well. Why did you not bring some pieces of bricks from this new well? Just Arjun is telling, this is old, and this was already it was collapsing, the wall of this well. That's why I thought of that. I will bring to some pieces of brick from this old well, then it will nothing happen. Just Krishna is answering to Arjun, I am telling of you, Arjun, already this old well, it was collapsing, it was falling, and again you have kicked one or two times in the wall of that well and you have broken more. It is not good. Already it was collapsing. Then Arjun really abashed, and also Krishna told, why did you not bring up any pieces of brick from that new wells? Just Arjun is telling, no, this is new. It is not good to break of this new well. Then Krishna is telling of that matter, actually already it was falling and you broke more of this well, it is not good justify. Arjun just started to think about of that old, oh my God, I think that old woman, really she was neck-wring, she was frailing, and she had been really very weak. That's why my Lord blessed her for dying. That's why also it is same things, it is matching to me. I did not bring up some pieces of brick from these new wells. I brought some pieces of bricks from this old well. Means which is going towards that the peoples make more worse of that. If any person who is being poor, then they are made more poor. And if any person who is made very rich, the peoples, they think whole time for being more and more rich. It is really true points. The persons who is wanting to be ahead in their life, really they are gone ahead, and the persons who is belonging from poor category, then they do not think for being great in their life, whether they do not think for being rich in their life. It is really true statement. I am telling to you, my all friends, the persons and the friends who has heard of this complete story. This story, it is telling to us we should think almost times very positive, and we should think to very higher. We should make very great dream for making success of their life. If you are wanting to get really very great success of our destinations, then you can get of that. You can make success of our destination. But how will you make? There is single key to open up any difficult lock, that is struggle. Some people also they think that there is very big trouble. This is very big trouble, very big trouble. I am telling of you, trouble is not any bad. Trouble is not of any bad word. Trouble indicates us what? Troubles makes travel. Travel is the point of travel. The person who is thinking that trouble is very big. No, trouble is not big. Trouble is really very big trouble. If the people who will be known of that, about that trouble, sure, that person's travel will become to very nice and they will become to success in their journey. I think, my friends, you all may have heard of this completely story content and you must have felt to very nice. I will share of you just ending of this video. You must subscribe my YouTube channels and my Facebook page. Again, I will visit in my next session. For till then, bye bye. Thank you.